right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, everybody, get in here, because we got to get into some things. We got a few topics to talk about today. Okay, we're talking about Fat Joe dissing the girls on stage at the Versus. We're talking about Wendy Williams. And I told y'all Wendy Williams was not coming back on September 20th. We're also talking about Nicki Minaj and Kenneth getting served. Kandi Burruss wants all the money. All right. And is Rihanna pregnant or not? All right. So we got a lot to get into. Why don't you grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's get into some things. Listen, and before we do that, go ahead, like the video. Come on, like the video. Like the video, and make sure if you're a return subscriber that you are still subscribed. Sometimes YouTube does this thing where they unsubscribe people, so you want to make sure that you're still subscribed. And if you haven't been getting your notifications, you make sure that your notification bell is selected to on. And if you're a new subscriber, well, enjoy the video. And if you decide to, at the end, you like the content and you got some value, then make sure you become a part of the family and subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's get into something. Rihanna. All right, so here's the tea. The people are wondering if Rihanna is pregnant or not. All right, so recently Rihanna did a photo shoot for Days magazine. She looks great here, right? Great. Photoshopped and everything. She looks sickening here. Rihanna just does not lose for me. Rihanna is everything. Rihanna is a fashion icon. Rihanna has bangers out this world. Like, Rihanna is my girl. I want to go to a Rihanna party every day of my life. I love Rihanna. I love everything Rihanna. And people are thinking that she may be pregnant, because in that same photo shoot, there was one picture that didn't quite get the edit that the other ones did. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one, if you zoom in a little close, it's giving belly, and it's giving camouflage the belly. I don't know if she had just ate some Chipotle and just laid over that way, or is there a baby baking in the oven? I don't know. The people are seeming to think that one went kind of unnoticed during the photoshopping of the photos. And then I can't help but agree and think the same thing, because during the Met Gala, which by far was my least favorite look of Rihanna, she's all covered up in this kind of haute couture hoodie inspired ensemble. So to me, this just gives me, I'm hiding my midsection. Girl, I could be pregnant with A$AP Rocky's baby. And in my mind, in my eyes, if she is pregnant, good for her. Good for her. She's 33, 34 years old. Good for Rihanna. I mean, she's a billionaire. What else does she need but children? I mean, obviously we're looking for R9, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. So at this point, have your baby, girl. I'm happy for you. Congratulations if you're pregnant. If you're not pregnant, well, she's not pregnant. She may need to low off of the beers or whatever it is, because it's giving a bloated set. But either way, I love Rihanna, and she looks happy, and I like her and A$AP Rocky together. I think that they're a perfect match, a perfect vibe, and I'm excited for them. So hopefully, if she's not pregnant now, she'll be pregnant in the future, or at least she'll be dropping an album. That's all. So shout out to Rihanna. Okay. So, Fat Joe, we got to get into some things. So, Fat Joe is apparently under hot water right now, because he went online and called Lil Mo and Vita crackheads, bitches, and crusty musties. I mean, something along those lines. Now, apparently, well, I did not watch the Versus. I wanted to watch it, but then I just decided that I wasn't that interested in watching it. And I think I had drank some tea and fell asleep. So, child, I missed the Versus, but I did not miss the controversy from the morning. So, Fat Joe was under hot water because Ja Rule, I guess, said that, you needed a bunch of help to come out here and get your songs off. You needed Remy Ma and this, that, and the third. And Fat Joe was not feeling that. He was like, no, child, well, you got all them crusty bleeps back there helping you out. And then once the internet caught wind of that, baby, they went off on Fat Joe. Now, he has since apologized, but people are not buying it. Neither is Little Mo. Little Mo is not buying it. She's asking for a clearer and more sincere apology. So let's get into what Fat Joe absolutely said.
You had to bring Remy to save you. This is fucking pathetic.
You got all the mother dusty.
Let's go. Hold on.
Let's not go back.
You had to bring Remy to
Really? Fucking song got a feature, Ja.
Hold up, Craig. I didn't see nobody come. Y'all seen somebody come out here with me?
Oh, them
I mean either.
You gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches.
Hold up, but let me tell you something, Craig.
Wow.
I heard you say something about I ain't had a.
Really?
Not that he said you got to go to the crack house to find them, blipch. Wow. Well, Lil Mo says, I need everyone to tell Fat Joe he owes a genuine apology. I don't live in a crack house. I'm not a B at ITCH either, nor am I Dusty. Street code, women and children is off limits. I'm disappointed.
Really?
You had.
Well, Fat Joe, yeah, that was way out of line. Fat Joe says, shout out to all the ladies. Very sorry if I disrespected. I love Vita and Lil Mo. I'm super sorry. I love my sisters. Fat Joe, let's be very clear. It's not super sorry if you offended, because you most definitely offended. You did that. And that was just very tasteless, very rude, very nasty, ignorant. I like Fat Joe. You know what? But the thing is too, I'm not even gonna hold you. In the heat of the battle and giving all that, I probably would have said the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not a person with a loose mouth that can kind of get myself in trouble. He probably didn't mean it. He was probably, just talking mess. And of course, now we're in this era of social media where you got to really watch what you say, because people at any moment are looking for a reason to be offended and to cancel you. And honestly, that felt very pointed and directed. I mean, he clearly said, you got them crusty, dusty just in the back. So, I mean, you didn't have to assume he was talking about it. If you was one of those hoes in the back, then he was talking about you. So yeah, and I didn't see it all, so I don't know, he wasn't talking about Ashanti clearly. She didn't feel triggered by it, but I didn't watch the full verses, so I don't know the full context of why Ashanti didn't feel offended. But either way, it was a mess. To call those dusty and crusty and all of those things. So Fat Joe, you need to go ahead and apologize and realize that was not okay. So yeah. But, at this point, Fat Joe is Fat Joe. I don't think you can cancel him. I mean, what is Fat Joe really doing? You know what I mean? So it's just, are you going to still be his friend or are you not? I mean, no one's really streaming Fat Joe music like that, in my opinion. I mean, I can't remember the last time I listened to a Fat Joe album. Can you? So, yeah, it is kind of what it is at this point with Fat Joe. Okay, next on the docket is none other than the radio queen, the television Hot Topics queen herself, Wendy Williams. Okay, now Wendy Williams has revealed that she will not be returning back on September 20th. Now, I told you guys this in a previous video. I don't know. I think that Wendy needs to bow gracefully and understand that her health is not okay. And whatever she's got going on, she needs to try to get a hold of that and live the best life that she can live for the remainder of the years that she has left, in my humble opinion. That's honestly what I feel. I would love Wendy Williams to come back and be in full force. And I think, she may do that. She may come back and act like nothing was wrong and she's totally fine and everything's okay and it was just a little hiccup. Or perhaps maybe she has COVID and she's battling through the COVID. I'm hoping that maybe it's something like that. And she's, she's battling, she's in her 10-day quarantine or whatever. And she's on her way back. She'll be back by September 20th. But something tells me that Wendy Williams will not be back on September 20th. I'm just not buying it. That's literally in 10 days. Here's what the article says. While continuing her health evaluations, Wendy has tested positive for a breakthrough case of COVID-19. To allow Wendy's time to quarantine and fully recover, and to ensure that our production abides by all SAG-AFTRA and DGA COVID protocols, we expect to begin the 13th season of The Wendy Williams Show on Monday, October 4th. In the meantime, repeats will be scheduled. So I told you guys that Wendy Williams was not coming back on the 20th. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it back again, depending on what's actually going on. Because, yeah, they're saying that she has this a breakthrough version of the C19, but it's more than the C19 that's going on with Wendy Williams, okay? Now, I would love to see her back. But at this point, this is not a good way to start off the new season. And I'm not sure what Debmar Mercury and them are doing. Like, I don't know why they're holding Wendy Williams in this chair like this. Now, I'm starting to think either A, Wendy Williams literally is only staying alive for this show, or B, this is controversy so that we watch the show, because now we're always worried about if Wendy's gonna fall, if Wendy's still on, getting high, if Wendy's drinking, is Wendy okay? Is Wendy is this a part of the rollout? Now we know one thing: Wendy Williams is not opposed to calling the paparazzi and being in the tabloids and getting the whole TMZ thing involved. She loves that. Wendy Williams has bought men. Wendy Williams has paid actors and models to appear as her boyfriends and told her around the city of Los Angeles and New York. So we know that she is not above a stunt and a ritual. Okay, so I don't know if this is just a stunt to get people to watch. I don't know if they're like, well, hey, you know what? Let's cancel the press tour because we really don't have anything to talk about. I really don't have anything personal. Like, you got to think about it. What is Wendy talking? The divorce is over. The child is over. The biopic is over. Wendy has no controversy around her right now. She has nothing to go on a press tour to promote other than the show. But what is she going to talk about? Usually when she goes on these press tours, she's throwing shade. She has something to talk about. There's a question. There's a burning question that media has been wanting to ask her because she's had a crazy summer. We don't care about her white boyfriends that she's been dabbling back and forth with. We don't care about these fake relationships that she has going on the dating show. We don't care about any of that. But we do care about is the fact that she's going to pass out. She's going to fall and die on stage. Things like that we care about. So now are they playing that up? Well, Wendy's sick. Wendy's ill. Wendy may not make it. Wendy has the C19. Oh my God. Now everybody's going to be, Wendy's getting high. Now everybody's going to want to see, is she shaking on stage? Does she look drunk? Is she high? Does she wobble? And can she hop? We are going to be looking to see, is Wendy okay? So I think that this might be a little bit of manipulation here, and a little bit of strategy to get us to watch the show. They're leading with her controversy, if you ask me. I mean, that's personally how I feel about the situation. I don't know. I do feel like Wendy, something is wrong with her, but at the same time, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Maybe there's nothing wrong with her, and maybe this is all publicity stunts, just to make sure that the ratings are through the roof. Think about it. What was going to ensure a first week's ratings for her? There was nothing. It was quiet for Wendy. There was no drama. We didn't care. There was nothing over the summer. There was nothing happening. Now all of a sudden, boom, now she's got a breakthrough variant, and now she's ongoing health issues, and we don't know, and da-da-da-da-da-da. So now everybody's going to be glued to the TV on October 4th to see if Wendy Williams is going to die or not. Like, come on. You feel me? You feel me? So I just feel like I don't really know what's really going on. I don't know what to believe. But one thing I do know is I'll be there October 4th to see if she's shaking or chucking and jiving. Seriously. All right, let's move on from Wendy. Nicki Minaj. Now, she has been in the news every day this week, multiple times. I don't get into the political stuff, but she's doing a lot of political ranting. She's been getting drug over the C19 controversy with, the guys up in MSNBC and Piers Morgan and this and that, and it's just a lot. Okay, it's just a lot. And Dr. Fauci then came out and said something to her. It's a lot going on with that. I'm not getting involved, and I will not be distracted, and I will not be deterred. And I will not be confused by the smoke and the mirrors and her unlawful attacks and antics to distract from the fact that she has been served and will now have to go to court. Oh, yes, it all makes sense. Remember, I told you that Nicki Minaj, I felt like, was canceling these events because she was avoiding the process server, or that Kenneth Petty could not travel out of state. Now, I will say this. I was wrong about him not being able to travel. I think that got it amended to some point, so he can travel to New York. So he could have went there. But I think it was more so of her either trying to avoid the process server, or she was served that day and her day was ruined, okay? Either way, it happened. So Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty have been officially served by Jennifer Hugh, okay? Here are the documents. They're a little blurry, but I'm going to pull them up for you again. She was actually served on Monday, the day of the Met Gala. And that was actually the day she started all of the ranting. See, you see that? September 13th, Nicki Minaj was served. Okay? She was served. And so Nicki Minaj will be on her way to court. A lawsuit has been filed against you to summons in civil action Onika Tanya Mirage, aka Nicki Minaj. All right. A lawsuit has been filed against you within 21 days after service of this summons on you, not counting the day you received it, or 60 days if you are a United States or United States agency, or an officer or employee of United States described in Fed R Civ. Okay, whatever. You must serve on the plaintiff and answer the attached complaint or motion under Rule 12 of the Federal Rules of the Civil Procedure. The answer or motion must be served on the plaintiff or plaintiff's to or on the plaintiff's or plaintiff's attorney, whose name and address are Tyrone A. Blackburn at the Blackburn Law. Okay? If you fail to respond to judgment, by default will be entered against you for the relief demanded in the complaint. You also must file your answer or motion with the court. Okay? So she's got to respond. All that shucking and jiving and dodging and running and tweeting and freaking ain't gonna mean nothing now. Okay? So it's real, people. This lawsuit is real. Now, how it's gonna end, we don't know. But Nicki Minaj has definitely been served. There's definitely a lawsuit. She's definitely deflecting, and she got served Monday. They're going to court. Period. They're going to court. And you can sit and take these pictures on the rock if you want to. You can sit up here and take pictures, with Rihanna, and you can tweet Piers Morgan. And I think it's very interesting that she's addressing all these political things. You're getting on Twitter and you're talking and you're speaking out and you're trolling, and you acting like you weren't places that you really were, and you acting like you didn't say things that you said, and just a bunch of craziness. However, you're acting like you don't see this other stuff going on when you clearly have gotten served. You acting like you don't know Jennifer Hugh. You know Jennifer Hugh. Kenneth Petty knows her. Now you don't want to address this. Well, now I guess you can't, because now you're about to get into litigation. So we'll see how this thing goes, and we'll see if the evidence comes out, what comes out in this situation. But at this point, Nicki Minaj has been served. So she's definitely going to court. And it's on and popping. And they may be suing for more than $20,000 and a happy birthday. How dare you? Or a split, or a $500,000 split before taxes. I can't believe that woman offered that lady brother $500,000 to split with the whole family. After you tax that, that's probably only like what, $200,000? Then they got to split all that amongst the family. Nicki Minaj, you really played in that woman's face. But it was the $20,000 and a happy birthday for me. But we'll see. I'd be suing for at least $2 or $3 million. And if I'm Tyrone, I'm doing it for free. I'll take it. Jennifer, you don't have the money. Don't worry about it. I want this high profile case. And if we win, we'll talk about the money later. We'll definitely do that. I'm taking this case pro bono for you. Absolutely. I'm taking it. Okay. So we're going to get into some things. I can't wait to see how this is going to pan out. Okay. Cannot wait to see how this is going to pan out. But Nicki Minaj has officially been served, and that is why she's deflecting now. So expect more antics, expect more craziness, because she's getting into litigation. Okay. It's on and popping. She's deflecting because she doesn't want the people to be talking about this. She wants everybody to be talking about this political foo-foo vaccine stuff that no one cares about, honestly. All right, moving on to our next story. Now, baby, look. Now, baby, look. When I have to read this article again, but when I read this article, let me tell you something. When I read this, I was hollering. Okay. So Kandi Burruss, now it has since been, resolved, but Kandi had been charging $4 or $2 per ice cube. I mean, Kandi, everybody that knows me knows that I cannot stand Kandi. She is very greedy and money hungry. When Kandi put her daughter's Cash App up and was asking the fans and followers to Cash App her daughter for her birthday, I was done with Kandi. When Kandi tried to jump on YouTube and start an online show, I was done with Kandi. Kandi want everybody money. Kandi selling candy, Kandi selling toys, Kandi selling ice, Kandi selling Cash App. Kandi is just, girl, you got enough money. Like, why do you need everybody money? Can anybody else get some money? Now you selling ice? Damn, Kandi, I cannot stand Kandi. Okay, let's get into this article. Okay, here we go. Restaurant scam. Kandi Burruss is caught out for charging $4 for 2 ice cubes just months after grim health rating. Months after Blaze Steak and Seafood receiving a failed health rating, a customer put the Real Housewives of Atlanta star on blast for being charged for $4 for 2 cubes twice. Georgia attorney Ryan Williams provided a photo of his receipt. Okay, so this is a attorney. Girl, I've already tried at to start laughing. Okay, so the Georgia attorney Ryan Williams provided a photo of his receipt from Sunday, showing that he was charged $30 for 2 Hennessy's, $4 for 2 rocks, $15 for a cheeseburger and fries, and $8 for a Red Bull. And an 18% gratuity was added to his order, along with tax. His meal totaled to $72.58. Posting the image on social media, Ryan called on Kandi to fix this ghetto ass shit. Oh God, okay. I gotta okay, I'm gonna make it. I promise I'm gonna make it through this article. Okay, hold on. Posted the image on social media. Ryan called on to Kandi to fix this ghetto ass shit. Okay, claiming that this was already his second attempt to patronize her establishment. The first time I was overcharged for cheese and margarita ice, he explained. I am very upset that I had to pay $4 for ice for my mixed hen and Coke drink and another $8 for a Red Bull. I pride myself on eating at black-owned restaurants, he went on. In fact, I budget $300 a month toward this and often overspend. But y'all have lost your rabbit-ass minds with this overcharging. Apparently, Burruss' team saw the post and contacted Williams, who then took to social media to sing the reality star's praises. I just had a very great conversation with Kandi's team, and all the issues of the pricing and transparency were addressed. Okay, Kandi, that's ridiculous. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That man was fed up. That man was fed the F up. He was fed up with you, Kandi. Oh my gosh. Now, I didn't know that they had poor health ratings and they was charging for ice. I cannot stand Kandi. I can't say anything about Kandi. She is very money hungry and greedy. But thank God she's not charging for ice anymore. Hopefully she's not charging anybody else for ice. And if they do, please go online and blast them out. All right. And make sure that you guys are passing the health inspections, Kandi. All right. So anyway, that was today's news. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video with your friends, and subscribe. All right. Now we're gone. Ciao.